Hello my dear YouTube students, welcome to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn a summary of a class 9 poem, The Pencil's Story. So within a short duration, let's sum up the whole poem and understand it. But before that, if you are viewing my video for the first time, to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the important videos. To watch the video till end and do not miss any part of it. And if you like it, do give a like button. And let's start the poem now. And before going ahead, let's see a good news which is there for you all. And the good news is that we have come up with a Scorpio class Hindi channel for all my dear students, so that you will be getting all the Hindi lessons explanation, question and answer videos of class 8, 9 and 10 in this channel. So to get the link, quickly visit the description box and subscribe to the channel, like and share it. So with this good news, let's move ahead to today's video and today's poem. So let us first have a view about the poet. So the poet of this poem is Florence Mary Hodgson. She was an English poet born on October 13, 1881 at England. She has written a number of collections of poetry. Her works include God Made Little Robin, God whose name is love, hands together, etc. She died on January 28, 1964 at England. Okay, so this was the brief information about the poet. Now let's move ahead and see the introduction and theme of the poem. So the poem, The Pencil's Story, is a symbolic poem which highlights how even small things can teach us a lesson in our life. Okay, symbolic poem means it's a representation, it's representing something from our life. Okay, so in the poem, a pencil called H and B is narrating its own story. So it's like an autobiography of a pencil, okay, where they are narrating their own life story. It is the story of the pencil's journey from the mantelpiece to the holder, just as our journey beams from birth and ends with death. So, what happens here in this poem? The pencil is narrating its story, its journey from mantelpiece. Now, mantelpiece is a wooden furniture where you bring and keep your new things, new stationaries and pencil, and from there, how it is just thrown into the holder where it is no more used. So, it starts from the life to death of a pencil. So, that journey is being narrated by the pencil here. Just as our journey starts from birth and ends with death. Okay. Now, the theme of the poem is centered on the usefulness of the life. So, here, what is the main theme? The main theme is how we should see about the usefulness of the life. Though the life is long or short, but how useful it is for a person, for a thing. Okay. So, let's see ahead. Let's see the summary now. The pencil named H and B describes its life in a household. So here this pencil whose names are H and B, they are describing their life in a household. They are in somebody's house and what are they going through? How is the journey there? That is what they are narrating here. Okay. Now it is kept on the mantelpiece so that it is easily available and it is used almost 40 times a day and it feels very tired. So this pencil, it is kept on a mantelpiece in the house. Now again, mantelpiece is a wooden furniture. Okay, so why it's kept there? Because it is very easily available from there. It's very handy. No, anybody can easily get through it, can use it. Okay, and it is used almost 40 times a day. So whoever needs it, they go towards that mantelpiece, they take the pencil, they use it. So like this, it is almost working for 40 times a day and it's feeling so tired. Okay, now when Tommy uses it, it scrawls and draws all sorts of things from submarines, aeroplanes to cabbages and things. So now in this family, in this house, Tommy is a small little boy. And when he uses this pencil, he scrawls it and draws it all sorts of things with this pencil. It draws submarines, it draws aeroplanes to cabbages and kings. Whatever comes in its mind, it is drawing. And then when Miss Phyllis uses it to write beautiful letters, Mother uses it to do her washing list, and Father uses it to note down the scores of the game. Okay, so there are many members, and all of them use this pencil. So we saw what does the Tommy do, and Miss Phyllis, and she is in a high school and she writes beautiful letters with this pencil. Whereas when Mother uses the pencil, she uses to do her washing list, and Father uses it to note down the scores of the game. And if it makes a mistake, the mistakes are erased. So, whenever you write with a pencil, you have an option to erase it, right? So, whenever there's a mistake done, it is erased by a eraser. The pencil is afraid that if it falls down, everybody will miss it. Okay, this is one of the bad experience which we all have even in our school and everyday life. When the pencil gets dropped down and we are hardly finding it because it just rolls down and goes in any corner of the ground or in the floor. So here it's very afraid of falling down because if it falls down, it misses itself and nobody finds it again. Next, the pencil feels very bad that it is never allowed to grow, but is shortened every day when the knife begins to sharpen it, which is very painful but keeps quiet because the point has to be sharp. Okay, so now pencil feels very bad that it's not allowed to grow, but it is shortened every day. Whenever you use it, you try to sharpen it with a sharpener or a knife. And when the knife begins to sharpen it, it's very painful for the pencil, but it stays quiet because the point has to be sharp. It knows because if it wants to work on a paper or a sheet, it has to be sharpened. So it keep quiet and bear the pain and the suffering. Though its work is very dark, it is very useful, and each time someone uses it, it leaves a mark on them. Okay, so this H and B pencils are very dark and it is very useful, and each time anybody who uses it, it leaves a mark on them. Suppose if you are writing with full energy, you see that the reflection of the pencil is left behind the writing. Whatever you write, it's coming on the other side of the page or even the next page. So it leaves its mark on them. And even once if you write and erase it, it leaves a mark on them. Okay, then sometimes when someone is thinking very deeply, the pencil ends gets chewed upon. So this is also what you would have experienced whenever you think something while writing an examination or something you're in a very deep thought, you start chewing your pencil's end. So it says when anybody who's using it is in deep thought, the pencil's end gets chewed upon. The pencil, which was once on the mantelpiece, after getting very short, is finally put in a holder, and that is the end of a pencil. Okay, so how it started from a mantelpiece, its journey started, and slowly it became short and shorter and shorter because when it is used, it has to be sharpened, and this is how it becomes short. And finally, when it's too small and not it is not we're not able to use it, we put it in a holder, and that is the end of the pencil. So this is how pencil is describing its journey from mantelpiece to the hole. Now through this poem, the poet seems to give the message that our life should be like a pencil. Okay, the pencil suffers pain to make itself brighter. So from here, from this line, we can learn that we have to work hard in order to make us big success, right? Then this aspect gives us the message that the more good we become, the more good others feel about us. So you should not see the return of what you are getting instead of good. You just have to do good, and the people will feel more good about that. The pain and sufferings in our life make us better and wise human beings. Okay, so if you have pain and sufferings, problems, and difficulties, That is when you learn many things in your life and it makes you most experienced person, and you can live your life more happily and nicely. Okay, so this is how through a short poem and the life of a pencil, the poet is giving you a message like how useful is the life and how we do have pains and sufferings in our life. So, with these few sentences, we come to an end with the poem summary and also with the video. So, if you understood the summary and like the video, do hit the like button and share with your friends. Do not forget to go to the link box and find the Hindi Scorpio class Hindi channel link, and do subscribe and follow the channel. We'll be back soon with more such videos. Till then, stay safe and take care. Thank you.